Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. Tonight we're playing episode 8 of Tears of the Dreamer, our Pathfinder 2nd Edition series. I'm Pete, the Games Master.
I'm Simon. I'm playing Variel, the elf.
I'm Leon, and I'm playing Boomer, the Goblin Alchemist.
I'm Simon, and I'm playing Ak, the half-orc.
I'm Ben, and I'm playing Rubric, the Oracle of Fire.
Excellent. Right, before we begin, we've just got a few announcements. If people on the stream can just check to see if they can hear any fans going. It's quite warm in the UK today, and my small studio is a little bit warm in this kind of weather. So if anyone can hear my fan blowing in the background, then please do let me know. However, we are Twitch affiliate. Yay! So if you are an Amazon Prime customer, you can subscribe to us for free. So find that little subscribe button and click on that. You get one free Twitch subscription every month. So please go and hit that up. Also, maybe if you're not on Amazon Prime or you've done that somewhere else, please consider supporting us through subscription. We have a very cool giveaway going on next Tuesday on Ben's show.
Pathfinder, Path of the Pilgrim.
Another Pathfinder show. We will be giving away a Games Master screen live on the show on Ben's. It's episode 1, really. Yeah, the first episode was a session 0 to go through character creation. And next week, for the first episode, we're celebrating the new show with a giveaway of a Pathfinder GM screen. And all you have to do is join on the stream. And I think it's hashtag I want the screen, isn't it? I think that's
that was
what
the
it was.
book. That was
that
the
was the book. Give me the book.
That was the Viking book.
Okay.
I want the book.
Yeah. So hashtag give me the GM screen.
There you go.
And you will be in with a chance. And Ben and team will probably draw that about half time on the stream.
Yep. Oh, thank you, Radiator RPG, who's just gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much. That's
I'm
our
sure
friends.
Bubble Reg will be very grateful.
Hey, that's our friends over at Zweihander. The Radiator RPG is the post-apocalyptic spin-off or setting for the D100 system. Cool. You may have seen that we had our new Star Wars show last night on the channel. Dan running 4 of the team through a cool Star Wars adventure. We've got more shows coming. There'll be more coming on Wednesdays. And next week, we're not quite ready to announce it yet, but we have a special Kickstarter exclusive going on. So keep an eye out over the weekend for our big announcement. There's going to be a new game that we're playing with some giveaways on a Kickstarter, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget, you can use your Garblag Groats, which you are accruing as you watch, to buy one of my lovely players, not me unfortunately, a reroll, and in our Pathfinder games that takes the form of a hero point. So if you get to 1,000 channel points, just whack the old give a player reroll and then hashtag the name of the character or player, up to you. Probably character's easier because they're all distinctive. And then there you go. You can give one of them a hero point. Sorry, I was just looking at the chat there. Right, then last but not least, don't forget to follow us on all our social media: Facebook, Twitter, Insta. We've got a Discord with loads of cool people chatting about role-playing and all other kinds of games. We are doing behind-the-scenes chats with our players on there for our Chrome Dystopia Carbon 2185 show. We've just set up a channel where the players will be discussing their mutual background, and that is open for our patrons to view. And we have some awesome people who support us through our Patreon, so please go and check that out as well. If you're watching after the live stream, there'll be links below. If you're watching on Twitch right now, then in the About, you can find our buttons, which will take you to all the relevant locations. Cool. Okay, well, without further ado, I think we should probably get on with tonight's game. What happened last time? Shall I roll a D4 and see who's gonna do the
roll a D3? Leave me out.
Oh,
and my head's just full of Chrome Dystopia.
All right,
you have to roll a D4 because otherwise they all pick on me.
It's going to be a 2. Oh, it's a 1. Variel.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
you last time, and it's you again.
It
So
was me last time.
Take us back to our last session. Where did we?
So in the last session, we left our adventurers with me stood behind a hobgoblin, way ahead of the party.
Mhm.
Everyone else was behind, and basically Ack ran around and butchered everyone, as he often does. Meanwhile, I think the wizard set off all of the screamers, even though everyone else was trying to sneak around them.
Yes.
And basically just set them all off.
I like the way they're referring
I
to you as a
remember
wizard
this.
now.
Yeah.
And
It's like, who's this wizard of whom they speak?
And
We have a
Just-
wizard now?
You chuck fire around, they're going to call you a wizard.
yeah, and he basically
It's holy
he
fire.
pretty much tried to zap us because he always wounds his party in every single session.
It's called sharing the love.
He always wounds at least one of his own group.
It's generally
This is-
you.
This is why I've taken medicine to protect myself against
It's
the person I'm
fine,
trying to protect.
I took flaming sphere so I can actually just throw the sphere out there and just roll that around instead now.
So we found this big hole in the ground.
I'm showing
and
the
then-
viewers the map that we had
And then
last time.
we went to search it out,
Mhm.
and then we looked around to see what we could find, and then decided that actually we needed to cut our time here and skedaddle. So we got back up to the camp, had a little
Mhm.
bit of a rummage round, acted this basically while everyone else was doing, let's improve my character. What do I need? Act basically just went, right, I'm finishing the bloody mission. And ran around and collected all of the other things.
MVP, MVP last session is like, okay, you know those quest items that we've been sent after? I'm going to go get them.
Yeah, I was a bit preoccupied because I needed some medical kit and
Looting
and,
things.
Boomer was
You had to stand up and look heroic.
yeah, and I think you were just basically going on some mind trip.
I was talking to the cultist dude about what they'd been up to.
Was running around outside, and all these.
Following
I'm
the
sure
plot.
the woods were completely filled with hobgoblins who just stood there and went, "I'm not going out there." Trying to push someone in front of him. You go. I'm not going. You go. And then we said we'd travel with the rest of the party as one group for a certain distance, and then we would separate and go our own way.
Back
Yes,
to the ruins.
you said you would head to the ruins, and then they would head south,
Yeah,
and then
that
you
is where
guys
we
would
will.
continue east.
Yes. And when we get to the ruins, I shall collect the short swords and bows that I snaffled away, because we can sell them. There's more money in it.
Yeah, yeah. You gathered some loot. You'd found in the depths of the caverns ruins of an ancient. You don't know whether it was a temple, a structure, some sort of hidden underground labyrinth that seemed to be dedicated to
It had gnomes around
Seracron.
it.
Yeah, it was originally dedicated to Seracron as the sun, but you found this pit with these kind of statues, which ended up kicked down a hole, much like the first bugbear that you saw, that were kind of tribute to Zon, who is the kind of undead creature that looms below and above Arlorn in Udril, the Underdark, and Glorim, the Feyworld above. And you'd seen that it had gone down quite far, so as you said, Simon, you decided that you wouldn't go off on some sort of week-long expedition into the Underdark. You would instead head back and try and complete the task that you had been set.
Before there's none left, because he's used them all in his dream walking.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, if you turn up with nothing, they may think you've failed. So
There's also we think there's a party of is it Prazak forces are on their way? Braktigar forces are on their way, aren't they?
Yes.
To our
Sorry,
position,
I
we
just
think.
thought that maybe, healing the god that was horribly injured might be a nice thing to do.
Yes, and it seems from
That's what you say, but we don't believe you, really.
Oh, you're right. I'm probably eating them.
Yes. Yeah.
It seems from Rubric's dreams, from the viewer's perspective, that that the Leviathan, the Dreamer, is under attack by Zon, and this necrotic force is causing it to shed parts of its body, and they're falling from the elemental ocean above, which is exposed on the underneath of Glorim, and yet kept in place. And these pieces of the Leviathan have been falling down to the Rimwood Wilds, and you guys have found some of the larger pieces. You've returned to the camp, and there you have gathered together everyone. They've got their wagons loaded up. You've got all of the the scales now sort of loaded up on the wagons, and all the gear and kit that they could pack up in the time allowed to them, and you are ready to set off. Before we begin, please forever 1974 said, why is my Garblag Groats not getting higher? Is there a limit? I actually don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, they're not going up. Is anybody else on the stream noticing that their groats are not going up?
Oh.
Mine aren't going up either.
I'm not checking my groats.
Do they tick up?
Mine have stopped at 1,040. If everyone else's have stopped there, maybe it's a thing.
Maybe you need to spend them on a reroll for one of our players.
No, because I've got 6,310 and that hasn't gone up.
Okay.
I only need 1,000 for a reroll.
We'll have to have a look into that. Oh, mine have gone up. Radiator RPG. Okay. Yeah. Well.
There you go. Just obviously, we all have to gift subs.
Yeah.
It's Pete's way of getting money out of us.
Well. Anyway, right. So you've gathered your things together, and we are. Where are we? I have got the map up, and I've actually made the token a bit smaller now, so I'll just make that. Well, I made the map a bit bigger. There we go. We use our symbol there. You guys can see that, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys are going to head to the ruins.
We're just heading home, I think. So that's
yep,
on the way.
Yeah, I mean it's the.
Well, it was a good staging point, wasn't it?
It was a good
staging point we used on the way in. Yes. It's a good one to use on the way out.
And it took you a couple of days to get from it to the tower. So we will be heading back across country with the wagons and the people in tow. So you've got, you have the. Let me see. Let me just go back to the. Cult camp for a moment. You've got the cult leader, the Parak Ruvain. You've got the robed orc, whose identity is still shrouded in mystery. You have the orc Varbuk, who seems gruff and in charge. You have Eridwir, the dwarven female labourer, and you have Martin, the human male labourer, and they're all with you, moving along on the carts. Some of you walking along beside them, as you know, they're not hugely fast, and you are in fairly forested terrain. As you said before, there are these dry riverbeds, this limestone pavement terrain, that you find the occasional path and route that you can move along slightly swifter than just through. It's not just full forest everywhere you go. And while we are in the exploration phase, there are a variety of activities that you may choose from. And these are on my lovely GM screen, which you can get.
Wow, wouldn't it be cool if you could win one of those?
It would.
Well done, guys. And it's nicely labelled here with what page in the book I should turn to as well to get more information. So you can avoid notice, so use stealth. If you're a rogue, that would be particularly useful because you could get sneak attack if you enter combat. Defend, raise a shield before your first turn begins. Detect magic at regular intervals. Follow the expert. Hustle. Investigate. Repeat a spell. Scout, which gives a +1 bonus to initiative if you engage in combat, and you can search, so seek out like hazards or hidden doors if you're in a dungeon area. So your first day will pass uneventfully. You are moving across country. As you know, the Braktagar forces were off having to do stuff. Who just rolled a massive number of dice?
I thought there was something that might be a giveaway on the screen, so I spammed a load of dice to hide it from myself because I can't help but look.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Good shout. So you you head through the first day, and the Bratgar forces, there was a certain amount of time that it would take them to get away to their camp, and then to get back to the cultist camp to discover what had happened. So you've got this extra day where you're able to travel sort of halfway to the ruins.
Are we able to cover our tracks in any way, or is the fact that we're traveling with like a dozen people and wagons?
You've got heavily laden wagons. You've got lots of people. I will allow you to make rolls, but unless they're extremely good, and there are more than one extremely good rolls, that would be survival rolls if anyone wants to try and cover your tracks.
Yeah, I think the best I could offer there would be like a salmon roll.
Or a Swiss roll.
I don't want to. I might try and hunt so we get something nice to eat.
Okay. Can I do a couple of admin rolls? Sorry. So I want to repair Simon's shield.
Okay.
Do I have to roll? Because I can just keep trying until I do that. If it's
does critical failure destroy it?
Probably maybe. Yes. I'll do 2d6 damage to it. I'll make a roll.
Okay. That's the only situation that I would, if there was no risk of you like destroying it, then I wouldn't make you roll.
Cool.
So let's get a couple of those rolls. Shield. And Variel, if you want to do a survival roll for hunting.
I think you say for his shield.
Shield.
Oh, look at that. That's a good one.
24. You set the DC for the repair, but
the standard DC on a
standard is going to heal 15 HP, so I think that's going to bring it up to full anyway.
The standard DC, it's going to be what item? What item are you doing?
It's his steel shield.
Is it steel? That's a level 0 item though, so that would be 14 DC 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
He stole it, so does that count?
Critical success.
His armor would be harder to repair, and then so on and so forth.
So I healed it 30 hit points, Simon.
Okay, nice.
And also I had 2 unidentified potions that I tried to use my quick alchemical savant skills to do in one action, and I failed. But now it's been later. Can I just spend 10 minutes to study them?
Yeah,
I'll roll again, because if I fail, I misidentify it, and basically I think you get to lie to me about what it is. So I think it's something else.
Hang on. Let me get the. You go.
I'm going to fail. I'm awesome at this. Because this is crafting again. Ooh. I think I failed. Oh, it's 12.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a roll to 1.
But you rolled a 1.
Oh, that's a.
You rolled a 1, but you get a 12.
He's critically
crafting. Look at that. What I have to get used to is the rolling in Pathfinder just like scales up with you as you go up levels. So the numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we'll see like hitting the 30s, and we had our first 30 roll week ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 sessions ago. So we shall see.
Yes, I critically failed one of them.
You believe
they're both potions of healing. They look completely different, but they are both potions of
healing. One is a potion of healing, and the other is a bottle of poison.
Oh.
You can put it on your dagger.
I like your thinking, Ak. You're a smart barbarian.
It's basically injecting a healing potion, isn't it?
I do 5 points of damage with this dagger, which mysteriously heals itself as I withdraw from the wound.
That's what you think. That's what I think.
Cool.
Yeah. Brilliant. And you're very good at this, so you know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so did we get a survival roll? We had a 25. Wow. Okay, yeah. You find a boar in the woods, a really big savage-looking boar with lots of meat on its bones, and you bring it down and bring it back to camp that evening for everybody, and they all look at you with appreciation in their eyes. Ak, what are you doing for the first day?
I am scouting. I'm looking for Bractigar forces and flowers.
Okay.
Mostly flowers, if I'm honest, but I am looking.
Okay, cool. So, let's have a. Is there an investigation-y?
Deception or survival or.
I think it's going to be a. Well, let's have a look. Perception for looking for Bractigar. Okay. And then nature or survival, up to you for looking for nice plants. We'll have a roll for each. Okay.
Oh, pretty abysmal for both.
Act true to form. You spend your time going around. You find some flowers. You've got all these ones. You've collected all these ones before. You saw those nice pinky purpley ones before. Yeah. Just some more of those, but you've already stamped that.
I do. So.
Yeah.
We've been this way before. It makes sense. So that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rubric, what are you doing on your?
I am going to move among the people traveling with us and give them words of encouragement. Okay. And sort of get everybody working together and functioning as a more useful team. So because I can't really do much in terms of wilderness survival or anything, what I can do is people. So I'm going to try and get the people to all pull together and work better.
Okay. Right. So
I have Warcraft. I'd probably teach him how to do a shield wall.
You could do all four of them.
Yeah, with me.
Okay, fine. Okay. Well, that's a unit.
Yeah, I've got warfare as well. I can teach them just to charge. That's what you do. See them when you charge.
So the evening comes, and Varro comes back with a boar, and the light is fading. You have a fire, you position the wagons, you find a nice lee of a hill that protects you from some of the wind and a bit of the light rain that's coming down. There are nice thick trees all around, and you feel quite comfortable in this little area. You are aware that you told someone to wait for you in a similar kind of place somewhere else. If you remember, there was a woodsman who got savaged by giant centipedes, and Boomer saved him. And you this kind of plays on your mind, but you're also in a bit of a hurry. And he said he was a local of the area, so you're not sure whether he may have just gone home anyway. But I'll leave that one with you guys. So you rest for the night, and you can all heal. Here we go. So you can recover all your spells, all your concoction uses, all your rages, and where are we?
You just wake up and you're angry again.
Oh, I'm full of rage again.
I believe what that bloke said to me.
I had a really
just wakes up every day.
Dream.
And another thing.
Right, healing.
He checks his Twitter feed.
Do it. That will do it.
Okay, here we go. Right, 480. Rest. You can heal. Let's have a look. Spellcasters regain spell slots, focus points, other abilities, refresh. You don armor and equipment. You regain hit points equal to your Constitution modifier times your level. So your Constitution modifier minimum 1 times your level. So I think Rubric, that means you gain 3 hit points back.
Yep, I believe you're right.
Whereas Ak, you would recover.
Wait, no, 1 times. Yeah, 3 hit points. Yeah. Woo.
Ak, what's your Constitution modifier?
200.
4. Okay, so you'd recover 12 hit points. The gap widens.
So what was the recovery? Can I just try and do treat wounds before we go to bed?
Yes, you may.
Cool. Who wants me to fail them first? Right.
I would like you to fail healing me first, because
I get to medicine treat wounds.
Let's have a look.
Percentage-wise, I'm probably more injured than anyone else.
Here we go. Okay, so.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm down like a quarter of my hit points.
Oh wow. 249.
Okay, would you like me to try and raise the DC to 20? So then you will heal more if I succeed.
Oh.
No.
Okay, we'll just go for a regular then. DC 15. Let's see what we do. Nah, you're on your own.
Yeah.
No idea how to fix that, mate.
So you know, you do know
Sorry,
someone.
Rubric.
1,000 groats to the first who is starting at Gotham RPG, Ben. Oh dear, you've started something. So you do know someone who's got an ability to not fail at a basic treat wounds test.
So I have just healed myself for 9 wounds.
Okay.
Because it basically is 2d8.
Yeah, and you can do that to everybody.
I can do that to everyone.
That would be most appreciated.
I could do it too.
But he can do it without failure.
Just not as good.
So he just gets like a success.
Hey, if any of these people were Pinocchio, I could fix them like that.
You could. Okay.
Or the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz, or any other construct.
You can do both. Boomer, that's your.
Button.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So someone else can have 9 hit points.
Yep. And we can just take the 9 hit points for Boomer.
Oh, thank you. Then it puts me.
Then for Rubric.
I didn't do my level up stuff, so actually I'm up to 39.
Rubric.
I'm good now. Oh, and then when we rest, I'll go back up to max.
7 is plenty, thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'm at max.
You're fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so the next day.
He only loses his temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's this next day business?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What do we do in the evening?
Daytime is their time.
Yeah, nighttime is your time.
Well, I'll go to sleep.
Okay.
I'll also go to sleep.
You go to sleep.
After we've eaten the boar, I shall do some preparation on the boar skin so I can save it and have a boar pelt.
Okay, cool. You can have like a boar pelt cloak with a.
I'm going to sell it.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Sure. I'm never sure with you, Simon.
Maybe I'll get Boomer. Maybe I'll get Boomer to fashion me like a rug.
No, Boomer would look cool with a little boar head over the top, though, wouldn't he?
That is true. Boomer, it would make an excellent Boomer gift.
Yeah.
Boomer.
Pig hat.
I definitely think we'll give Boomer the boar.
Pig hat.
Boomer, you've just been given a boar pelt.
Don't worry if you don't want to, Leon.
Boar pelt.
I think that's
probably need to get back to civilization to turn it into anything useful.
That's true. It's probably just going to make you stink of a dead boar right now, even though he has done some rudimentary, scrapage. It's not been tanned.
Isn't like rudimentary preparation like scraping and then peeing on?
Well,
pretty much.
Where I got
leaving in a puddle of pee, I think, overnight to let it,
So maybe don't wear it just yet.
Gee, thanks, Marielle. I'll put this with my other treasured items.
Here's a pigskin when I peed on.
It's not one of the best things I've ever given you, but
You might confuse Boomer. He might think peeing on things is like a elven way of honouring someone.
I hope not, because he's not treating any more injuries if he thinks that.
Sterile. Anyway, okay, before we go any further down that line, the 3 of you, well, all of you go to sleep.
Yes, and then it's time to try and steer the dream and see if I can.
Well, you want to try
another
and
scale. Yeah.
Let's have
I know that it's not an elven tradition.
You know that it's a secret elven tradition.
For our podcast listeners, I made a society roll of 24.
Okay.
So, yes, it's time to dream the dreamer's dream.
Remember, you all have a hero point.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Just to remind you of that.
Is that in case Leon needs to re-roll that society check?
It's in case you need to re-roll your occultism check.
Which is far more likely. Although I do now have occultism 10, so with any luck, brace yourself, guard back, groat spenders.
Hey, good roll. Okay. So, You got over 20. So not only do you dream, but you can direct the dream. So you all go to sleep in the lee of the hill, and the four of you experience what happens, but only one of you can actually kind of interact with you. The rest of you see it as you would a normal dream, and in fact you kind of only remember half of it the next day. But Rubric, you stand in the lee of the hill, and beyond the hill there is a strange glow, a turquoise glow, and it's kind of the line of the hill is black in front of you, and there's this glow from beyond. And as you look around, all the people sleeping in the camp are mere shadows, apart from your three companions, who lie motionless, their eyes open, staring at you. And you will realize you are once again piercing the veil of the ethereal world. And there's kind of motes floating in the air, almost like plankton. And distant blue-red volcanic flame in the distance, sort of every now and then you can sort of see as if some sort of little fissure at the bottom of the ocean is letting out superheated water. And as you look, you feel drawn to the crest of the hill.
And I shall be on the crest of the hill.
You don't really walk. When in the ethereal realm, you glide.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fast. Your desire to be there kind of speeds up your movement. And as you crest the top of the hill, you can see ahead all of the trees in the rest of the land between here and Nithroel are lain flat. And in fact, from them spring flames. And at first, you're sort of looking at it, and it looks like they're all just knocked over. But as you kind of sort of through the drifty plankton and this kind of watery feeling, you can see that they're lying in a pattern that would seem to you that the epicenter of it is somewhere between you and the ruins ahead of you, which you can see on a hill in the distance, which you probably wouldn't have been able to see because of all the trees and forest and stuff normally. But you kind of...
But in the dream, it's there because it's an important mental goal.
And it's almost glowing as if it has a measure of importance for you.
So something is between us and there.
It looks like something is not there, but
so there's an absence of something between us and there.
You're not sure. You can, if you want to, you can move forward to that location.
Yes, I will start to move forward to that location. Actually, I might move up and forward, so almost flying.
Oh, so up into the air.
Yeah.
Okay. So the three others, you see Rubric drifting through, and there's like a little wake in the watery air behind them. The motes of light, and almost turning into cinders as they float past Rubric's hair.
It's all going a little bit Final Fantasy.
I'm trying to play with your character here. That's what you were going for, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So you're floating up, and then it starts to rise up and drift out further, and starts to get smaller away from you. And as you drift over the top, you can definitely see now that all the trees, and in fact, as you look behind you, all the trees behind you and all the trees of the Rimwood Wilds are laying flat.
But they're laying flat away from that point.
And as you see the point above, on the ground, above, you hear a make an occultism roll to remain in the dream.
Remain in the dream. Oh yes, there's another thing.
Oh, critical roll. There is a huge pressure wave that comes from above you, and as you look up, for a moment, you're not even close enough to really physically see this, but in your mind's eye, you see the underneath mirror surface of the elemental ocean, and the gnomish city of Knekelvang, which hangs nearby it, is actually one of the kind of airship trading locations on the underhang of Glorim. And near there, you see a large tentacle. It looks largely like a tentacle. It has kind of spikes on it as well, and like huge crustacean barnacle kind of coverings all the way down it. This tentacle comes down from the elemental ocean and sweeps to the side, smashing into one of these. Knekelvang is this city that kind of is built down from from Glorim above into the stalagmites, the big ones that hang down. They kind of carved all these stalagmites into structures and put walkways and bridgeways between them, and it's this gnomish city of invention that sort of hangs up there. Next to there, and they're kind of studying it as well. I mean, everyone's very interested in the magical properties of Glorim. It smashes one of these towers and trashes a bridge, and you see like a dozen gnomish figures kind of dashed off into nothingness. And that sort of, as that happens, you see a large slab of necrotic kraken flesh fall. Then you wake up.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Stalactites, by the way. Stalactites go up.
Sorry.
Mites up, tights down. No, I had to look it up.
Okay. So they hang on tight.
Yeah.
Okay. Not with all their might. Okay.
No.
Stalactites drip down. Stalagmites grow up. Thank you, Sofinio. And hello, Sofinio.
Is there anything that person does not
I don't know. I don't know. He's too good. Right. Anyway. Cool. Right. Let's... It's morning. Rubric. You do not feel rested. So you're actually going to lose one of those hit points that you gained back from your 3 hit points. I would have said a third, but because you only had 3, I thought I can say 1 easier. So you don't recover a third of your hit points, and you kind of wake up. And the other 3 around, the other 3 are looking slightly perturbed because you witnessed this. You were almost like a passenger in Rubric's journey and vision, and you are. This just gets stranger and stranger and weirder for the 3 of you.
It's a strange dream. There's some big octopus thing in the sky. Yeah.
I apologise. I keep pulling you along when I go on these dream quests. I'm not trying to draw you in, but you keep getting pulled along. I think Variel and Boomer probably had the same dream, Mac.
Yes. What are you trying to do on these dream quests?
I'm trying to find out more. I'm trying to see what can't be seen and know what can't be known. The Leviathan, the great god entity in the ocean above, is hurt, is harmed. These scales come from it. I'm trying to get them back to it. The flesh that fell suggests that the injury is spreading. There's a darkness in the water, and there's something standing between us and the ruins.
It was just a dream. The stalactite didn't fall.
Yet it's a dream and a prophecy and a warning and a story.
Well,
sorry,
deep to me.
It's the nature of the type of magic that I really do. The fire and explosions and all of that is dressing.
If you turn me into a wizard, we're going to have words.
Turn you into a what?
If I start shooting fireballs out of my fingers,
we're
going to have words.
Don't worry, you'll be safe. But the real magic I'm doing here is the magic in my dreams and the seeing. The way of the oracle is about seeing and knowing.
I had a dream where I forgot my clothes in a fight. Is that going to happen?
Probably not.
You never know with that.
It might.
You never do. Dreams tell us things. Dreams come from the Leviathan. They call it the dreamer. It sends to all of us in our ways, but most people, we pick up a fragment here, a mote there. I gazed too deeply into that ocean, and the Leviathan gazed back, and I have seen things that can't be unseen. So when I dream true things. But we need to make haste, but we need to be alert. We probably need 2 people up front, because there's something between us and the ruins, and it does not mean well.
I'll go where Ack goes.
You and me then. Where we'll look ahead then.
Master Blaster.
Rail stays with him.
Okay,
I will stay with the wagon. And
Okay.
protect the dreamer.
I will warn the cultists that the dreamer sent a warning, and that we must be vigilant and alert, because the forces that pursue us are not our only enemies.
Does anyone need more healing this morning?
All good, thanks.
No, I had a lovely sleep, thank you. No, wait, I didn't.
Octopus coming down.
Oh yeah. So quickly I forget.
Okay, so you gather all your things together, don your armor if you have it, gather your concoctions. Boomer, what concoctions are you doing today?
Going all out today. Made 8 alchemist fires. I got the new one because we leveled up, so they're better. 4 elixirs of life, and new one, 2 quicksilver mutagens.
Ooh, what's quicksilver mutagen when it's at home?
So I drink it, and I basically become more agile, better at throwing things. I also will instantly take 6 damage that I can't recover for 10 minutes.
So it gives you a dexterity boost.
Basically, I drink myself and I turn into things, so I get more live and springy.
Okay, that's cool.
And sneaky.
You're going to be the Hulk.
Can you give that to somebody else?
I could get that one. Yeah, someone else can drink it.
And what does it mechanically do?
Mechanically,
is it like a +2 to dexterity? Or
I'm not stalling while I open up my nose.
I looked these up the other day for no reason, people who are in my game. No reason whatsoever.
For dramatic effect.
Yes, indeed.
So the quicksilver mutagen, mechanically.
Don't forget, people, if you have 1,000 Garblag Groats, you can buy one of the players a reroll.
But not preparedness. +2 bonus for ranged attack, acrobatics, stealth, thievery, reflex saves, +10 foot to my speed. Take damage equal to double your level, so it's 6 for me.
Okay.
And that can't be recovered while the mutagen lasts. -2 to fortitude saves. And it lasts for 10 minutes.
Ooh, blimey.
It makes you more breakable, but that much nippier.
Ninja.
Better at throwing fire potions.
Cool. So Quicksilver, then Alchemist Fire.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Ooh,
okay.
We got another subscriber on Twitch.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hen. Thank you very much for subscribing. Okay. Who else needs to... Rubric, you've done your magic and your spells?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And Ack, do you want to do anything with your book this morning, or are you all right?
Good.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Right.
Ack,
so
good.
you gather all your stuff together, and Parak Ruvane, the robed orc, the other orc, they all get on the front cart and start heading off. The 2 labourers get on the other cart. I assume, Variel, you're going to get on there with them?
Yes.
Okay. So you get on there with them. And the rest of you, do you want to get on a cart or do you want to walk along? I mean, Ack and Boom, you said you're going to go ahead.
Yep.
The carts are only moving at foot pace anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not, and then Rubric, where are you going to be?
I think I might sit on the scales. I mean, they're wrapped up, so I'm not going to be like blowing everyone unconscious by doing so. But
which cart are they on?
They're on the front cart.
I'm uneasy.
The Parak Ruvane wants to be close to them.
And so do I.
Do you want to be in physical contact with them at any point? You're going to try and do that as you go, or are you just going to leave it for now and see if
I'm going to leave them wrapped up and sit on them while they're wrapped. So there'll be like a few millimeters of cloth between me and them. But I'm not going to directly try and make contact with any of them because that's dangerous.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we all have to make tests now.
Yeah. Will saves. There's always
say to Ack, he is really into those scales.
He really is.
Okay.
Love scales.
So, Boomer and Ack, you are scouting.
Mm-hmm.
You scout ahead and behind the group to watch danger moving at half speed. At the start of the next encounter, every creature in your party gains a +1 circumstance bonus to their initiative rolls. Okay, so you get ahead and then sort of do a bit of scouting.
I'm going to leave my axe in the cart, and just because that's hard to go ahead, and this is all the big. It's too big and clumsy.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave that in the cart.
Okay.
Go ahead with Boomer, but I mean, Braxigar coming, cart's slow, so keep watching. I'll tell them.
Okay.
You can always use Boomer as a weapon, can't you?
Yeah, he can.
Boomer's going to go drink some sort of weird potion and be kind of like bouncing around the place.
It's a gummy bear.
Like gummy berry juice.
Yeah, exactly. Gummy berry juice.
Gummy bears. No. So, you guys scout ahead. Can we have perception and stealth rolls from both of you, please? Can we have perception rolls from everybody else? From the other two, everybody else. It sounds like there's like 10 other people.
The entire party.
Stealth 16, perception 21.
25 and 28. Just watch and weep, boys.
Okay, and Burial and Rubric are looking at clouds.
Boomer turns around to say something to Ack and then has no idea where Ack has gone.
Without the axe, no one can find me.
No one knows what you look like.
You are Drax the Destroyer. You have mastered the art of standing so still you become invisible.
Okay, so 14. Okay, so you guys are stealthing ahead so well. You know, you're kind of creeping. You're moving around a tree and you get to the other side and there's a deer standing there and it hasn't even smelt you. You know, and then only
climbs over the deer and the deer doesn't move.
It's not Predator.
He stands on top of the deer looking around.
He's covered in cold mud, so nothing can see him. No. And perception, how do we do? 25, 21. Okay, the two of you, as you're going, maybe because you don't have the rumble of the carts around you, the distraction of other people, and you're focused on looking around and observing the world around you. Occasionally, you see, there's no other way to put it, things falling from the sky. Small pieces, occasionally. So a few minutes will pass, and then you'll see something hit a leaf.
Is that what we dreamed?
I hope not.
Is there a big rock coming? Or whatever?
Really hope not.
I'll look up.
Yeah.
You can't see anything large in the sky. You can see the kind of hazy, distant underhang of Glorium above. There's clouds between you and there, and it kind of gets that, lots of air between you and there, so it gets a little bit thick.
Can I try and catch or go over to where I see something fall so I can actually see?
Sure.
Try and work out what it is?
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, it takes you sort of, where's the next one? As you see it fall, you go over, you can't quite catch it in time. But you can go and pick it up, and you pick it up and you see that it looks like a very well crafted, one side of it, piece of masonry. The other side seems just broken, as if smashed asunder.
It looks like part of a brick or something.
Strange.
I mean, this could be bad if there's any bigger pieces coming. I might go tell Rubric.
Okay.
So I'm going to wander back to let Rubric know.
Rubric. As Boomer wanders away, because you rolled slightly higher on perception and stealth, for a moment you are, one, with the world around you. You are the tree. And the animals suddenly around you sort of run away. And there's a into the soil near you. And you turn and you can see it's not as big as the scale that you've seen, but there is like a piece of hard shell or chitin or something similar, like a segment, like a chunk, stuck into the ground near you, and it kind of creates a bit of a, and tears up the ground a bit. And you, as you watch, you see maggots and kind of weird things that look like they should be underwater, sort of sloughing off of it. It's got like little barnacles on it. Half of it looks horribly pale, sickly pale, and it just kind of sticks into the ground near you. Boomer, you're going back to the cart.
You're like, hey, I found the brick, and Axe like, yeah, bricks.
Well, we're not supposed to touch these scales because people go weird, dreamy things, don't they? So, I'll remember where I am and go back to the carts.
That's
I think.
Fine. That's fine.
And tell Rubric's the one who seems to care about this sort of stuff.
Go for it. So you get back just after Boomer, and Boomer's like holding up a bit of a brick, like.
Something bigger fell. A scale. Big scaly thing over
like
there.
These ones.
Smaller. Got maggots on. I don't know. Weird.
That's not good. What's the brick that you're showing me?
That fell from lots of things fell from the sky.
Is there any way of identifying the brick?
Oh, you
Masonry.
can. Well, you can make a recall knowledge roll on your.
And there was me hoping my genealogy would actually come in useful.
No, just
genealogy of bricks.
Maybe I can use my crafting spell to like recreate the structure it fell from.
You can, Boomer, you can make a crafting roll. Rubric, you can make a. I'm afraid it's going to have to be a crafting roll as well. It's really a structural thing.
Well, it's not the worst thing ever.
Okay.
Brick.
It's a brick. You're not too worried about bricks and things. You're more worried about dreams and leviathans and these kinds of things. Boomer, this looks like the strange tower that you had this kind of weird flash of last night in the dream. You barely remember. It's the same color. It looks like the same. If your mind kind of projects out the curve of this brick, it's a very subtle curve, and your mind goes do 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 do. Oh, hang on, this looks like it's a curved wall. It could be maybe a tower, a slim tower or something. You're not sure.
This is the same color as the gnomish town we saw in our dream last night. I'm very certain it could be the same.
So the dream is coming true. The tower is potentially falling.
We must run, or the tower is going to be not just some brick.
Lots of brick.
Okay, so you're going to start getting the caravan kind of moving forward quicker.
Yeah, and I'm going to go on sort of turret, I think.
You want to see scale over here?
Yeah, that's a good point. I need to see the scale, don't I?
Okay.
I shall go with that and investigate the scale.
Are you going to get the rest of people to be continuing on?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll stay on the front cart.
Okay, so Boom, are you going to stay scouting ahead, or are you going to go on the front cart?
I'll scout ahead.
Okay, so still get a +1 to initiative.
Okay?
I'll.
Should be fine, to be honest.
Also,
I think you should stay because you can probably carry the scale if we need to bring it.
I'll take one of the we had a big bit of cloth, didn't we? One of the half a tent.
Yeah.
I'll take that with me. So if I need
to
to pick this thing up,
use.
Oh, too smelly. Elf peel, wrong for curing.
Re-gifting. Okay, so Ak and Rubric, you go into the trees where Ak saw the scale. Boomer and Variel. Boomer, you scout ahead. Variel, did you say you're going to scout ahead with Boomer?
No, I'll stay with
Okay.
the cart.
So Boomer, you're scouting ahead. Variel, you're on the back cart, and the front cart is got the scales on it and Parik Ruvain and the other people. So you guys keep moving on. Ak and Rubric, you come into the trees, you hear them moving along. You are all now aware of small things. You hear like stuff hitting a tree over there, leaves getting hit by something over there. I mean, if you imagine someone smashes something like really high up, it's going to spread out over a large area and kind of fall as kind of debris rain. You know, it's kind of it's spread over a large area. So you're seeing this happening. You see a roof tile kind of land over to one side.
Okay, change of plan then.
Well, this is happening as you get to this other thing. This is a fragment of a scale.
Right.
You know, like you had the big one and then the little ones that would team up with it. This is like take a little one and it's been torn in half. And it looks like this has been infected by Zon. So this scale, if it could be, looks undead to you. Unnatural, disgusting, and actually an affront to
the Leviathan in any way worth thinking about. I shall produce flame the crap out of it.
Okay.
I'm just going to light it.
That's cool.
Just keep casting.
You want scale, you not want scale. Get
not
confused.
This one. This is a bad scale. It's rotten.
Both of you, please make will saves.
Who doesn't like a good will save, eh?
Yeah.
Not fortitude save. You sure it's not fortitude save?
No, and it's reflex. A DC 20 will save.
Like eat the scale, Ak.
DC 20.
Oh, all right then.
Close, but no banana.
Oh! Okay, so I'm going to roll a die. Ak, you take full damage. Rubric, you take half damage.
Can I spend my Garblike Groats for a... How do I do that?
You can. You have to click on the channel points button.
Click on the channel points button and type #Ak.
What's the channel?
Oh look, Sofinio just did it.
He beat you to
thanks,
it.
Sofinio.
Oh, thank you.
Because I can't work Twitch.
Thank you, Sofinio, for giving a re-roll to Ak. Let's see what happens. Roll a 19. Go on. Oh,
yes.
Made it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Sofinio.
Excellent. Right. Okay. So I'm going to roll damage. You guys take half of this.
You're going to get 1 now, aren't you?
A thought was there, but thank you very much.
So you take 1 point of psychic damage. As you set this thing on fire, there is a horrendous, blood-curdling, skin-crawling noise that kind of comes out from it to the area around. The others, you guys aren't aware of this. It doesn't reach that far. But it's just like this little area around, and you see like animals, like birds take flight, and like there's a lot of deer in this forest, but a deer runs away, and you know, it's very disturbing.
This is infection, Ak. You have to cut it out sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I can know that. Well,
he's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Rubric, come on.
Okay. You guys then going to catch up to the carts?
Yeah.
Okay, so you like hot-foot it after the carts. It's not hard for you to catch up to them. And as you're doing this, you guys can see now that like dotted here, there's bits falling down, you know, a bit more and a bit more. And then suddenly you're all aware, there's no perception rolls needed for this, of a sound.
Gigantic stone tower falling out of the sky.
TPK time, you should have left yesterday.
And you all look up. And you see not a large tower.
Oh, the tentacly bit.
But a large slice of a rotting, corrupted, undead tentacle falling through the sky, passes through the clouds, it's coming down super far, terminal velocity, falling
Get
down
out
towards
of
you.
the way.
And
Is that dreaming?
everybody make intelligence rolls.
Oh dear.
Or if you've got any crafting would work.
Oh,
I've got crafting.
Yeah, crafting would work because it's kind of a maths kind of.
Oh, natural one.
I got a 17 with my -1.
Shut up, Ack.
Okay, you all
It's
look
like
up.
those cat videos where the cat's doing the jump and they're doing all the maths to work it out and then misses completely.
You all look up, and you are aware, apart from Boomer, that it seems to be falling directly for the front cart.
What am I? Right.
Get the scales.
Oh, hang on.
Surely
on.
the car should
Non-anomaly just gave Boomer a
My crafting
reroll, I
reroll.
think.
Yay!
Thank you.
22.
Oh yeah, you are now.
Yay.
You are.
I know where it's going. Okay.
It's like, what's up? Oh, there. So you're all aware. You get.
Bend the carts. Hide under them.
You do not have long. This thing is big.
Yeah.
It's,
Hiding under the carts. Too late.
This thing looks like
Hide under
it's
Ack.
like 30
I'm saying
foot
run.
tall.
I'm saying run, and I'm making sure Rubric runs.
Okay, so
Get the
bear in
scales.
mind, Boomer, you're out the front of the first cart.
Yeah.
Ack and Rubric, you're behind the last cart. Variel, you're on the last cart, and the front cart is where the scales are and most of the NPCs.
I'm
And this
gonna run
thing is
to the front
falling down.
and start trying to physically manhandle the scales off myself. I am an absolute
No,
wuss.
I'm picking up Rubric and carrying him off.
I'm taking him away.
Knows?
Yes.
Okay, right.
I'm not
okay.
going for this. Thing's coming. I'm supposed
You
to
grab
protect him.
Rubric. Let's. Okay.
I'm screaming run, so everyone runs. I'm not
So
just
I
doing him,
think,
but I'm screaming
yeah,
run.
no, absolutely.
But I'm
Absolutely.
getting
That's fine.
him out the way.
I think then we should have an opposed strength roll.
Can we make it athletics?
Oh yeah, opposed athletics roll between Rubric and Ack. Now Ack, don't you get advantage because you are? Do you get that yet? You're large.
He's got large and in charge, hasn't he?
I'm not
The
large.
equivalent thereof.
I'm purely medium.
Okay.
No, but there's like a feat or thing.
I think it's
called
later
large and
on
in
for-
charge or something.
Yeah. I mean, I've got Titan Wrestler. I can grapple creatures up to 2 sizes
well,
larger.
Okay. Yeah. So
Beat
I'm going
that,
to
mate.
I'm going to give
Basically,
you. I'm going to
beat
give you.
If I rolled a -8, I
Yeah?
think I still
Yeah?
beat it.
Come
Come
on
at
and
me,
roll.
fam.
Roll. Let's get a critical. Someone's got to give. Someone give Rubric a reroll.
Oh, that's
I don't know. They won't do any good. It's just a
I know,
waste
I know.
of groats.
Okay.
Save your groats. Don't
It's a 2.
waste
You
them
could
on
beat
me.
21. Oh, you've all got another hero point now.
whoa.
Just to remind you.
I literally could not beat 21, even if I crit.
Yeah, you could. Yours
No,
is...
I could get 20. It was an athletics roll.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, you're absolutely right. But if you've got a natural 20... Oh,
Natural 20, it'd slip out. or
that's a
something, yeah.
critical. That goes up to a critical success, you see.
Do I think
Oh.
that if we make
Oh,
the
look.
carriage move faster, that it would get out of the way?
I think Leon just gave Rubric a reroll on that.
That
Oh,
was
there's
a
another one.
waste of groats.
There's another one. Please Forever 1974 just gave me a reroll. Oh, athletics 18. Oh, that's pretty good. 17. Oh, okay. So you keep redoubling your efforts and like
I'm
your
trying.
arms and legs are like flailing in the air.
The whole point of the mission is those scales.
Ack hoiks you up and
No,
like
the whole point of my mission is to keep you alive.
picks you up and drags you into the trees. Boomer, you turn around and you can see this is falling down. What's your action in the kind of? We're going to roll initiative in a minute. This is like you've got a round. This thing is falling at like
Fast. I'm a little goblin. What am I going to do?
Okay, so you watch. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Variel, what are you doing?
So basically, I'm going to look at an object that's on the cart.
Yep.
I'm going to flick it at, because I'm assuming there's a horse on the front of the cart.
Yes.
Yes. So basically, I'm going to take an object and throw it at the arse of the horse on the cart,
Okay.
so it goes faster.
To catch up to the front one.
No.
Oh, the one
No, on the front one.
okay, right, gotcha. Okay, to make it go faster. Okay, right. So let's have a roll. I'm going to say that a horse tied to a cart will have an armor class of about 10.
Think you
What
can
about
hit
the
a 10?
arse of that horse?
Is that not in the book? Armor class of horse's arse. It must be on page unknown.
If any of our viewers know offhand the armor class of a horse's arse, please put it. Whoa! Okay, he did 11 points of damage. You killed
the horse.
No, that was a longsword attack.
Hang on.
I was just doing an
Okay.
attack action.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't
You need.
matter.
What does your telekinetic attack? It's not like mage hand where you can be like, oh, I'm gentle. You're like got a projectile weapon.
Yes, but it doesn't do. It doesn't
Yeah,
do.
but it's
No,
like
how much
that
damage
big.
does it do?
D6 damage. Doesn't
Okay.
do. Doesn't do bonuses. Just does D6.
Okay, we'll roll a d6.
Okay.
Let's see. 3 points of damage. Okay. Oh, that's not as much fun, is it? Hang on. Let me.
No, he didn't
Okay,
impale the
horse.
horse.
Horse. Here we go. Riding horse. Hey, not bad. 22 hit points. They've got armor class 16 normally, but it's like fashioned to a thing. So you hit it in the butt.
Yeah.
That actually has a special action called gallop. The riding pony strides twice. It has a plus 10 foot circumstance bonus to its speed during these strides. So it'll gain plus 10 to its speed, and its speed is 40, sorry. So it's going to move 50 feet.
It's dragging a cart, but yeah.
Yep. It's slowed down, so probably half that. So 25 feet. Rubric, Rubric, you see this. Ack, you don't. Varial, Boomer, you're aware that as you see this cart jolt into action, and all three people on it sort of go, whoa, and almost fall out of their seats, the thing changes course. And then suddenly there is a smash as this large piece of kraken flesh, almost like one of the scales that you've seen, smashes into the ground, sending a shockwave through the earth, smashing, as we know, the kind of unstable ground around you. And the people on the carts are flung away. Varial, please make a reflex saving throw. Which, I mean, yours is probably about 10 by now, isn't it? Your reflex save?
Microphone's up. Yeah. Simon, your microphone's at the side of your head.
Simon.
Sorry, I was coughing, so I was
okay, no worries. No worries. Okay. Unfortunately, that is not good enough.
Well, that's okay, because fortunately...
So you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage
no, I don't.
You can use a hero point.
Roll this again.
Okay, so you take 1 point of damage. As you are flung, you take half.
Right, that's fine, I don't mind.
If you'd made a critical, then you would... Oh no, you did make... it was DC 15. You're 10 points above that, so it is a critical success, so you don't take any damage. So, as the carts kind of fling about, because this thing kind of smashes into the ground with quite a force, you are flung to the sides. Boomer, you're safe distance. Ack and Rubric, you hear this. Rubric, you see. Ack, you hear this kind of crash down. And you see the robed orc, the other orc, and the Parrot Rouvain kind of thrown to the ground around this big piece of disgusting, necrotic, rotting flesh.
How big are we talking? Because
it's about 30, 40 feet tall.
Measure it in bus lengths.
It's like a double-decker bus has just kind of smashed into the ground.
How long is it?
On its end. Imagine a double-decker bus on its end like that.
And it's just a chunk.
It's a big chunk, but as you look, Boomer and Rubric, you two who are actually looking at it, the others are either looking away or fallen to the ground, you see that on the sides of it there are kind of these kind of pustule orifices or pockets or cuts in the flesh where creatures pull their heads out as if they've been cocooned inside this horrible flesh, and these fish people, undead, dripping, rotting fish folk, clamber out of this vast tentacle chunk that has hit the ground, and they sort of pull themselves out and start to jump out to attack you all.
It's a shame Smoobly Moobs isn't here for this, because he's got a particular hatred for fishmen.
Okay. He normally is here. Where is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Busy man.
Now, I think at that point, I would like to take a short break for nature purposes and to refresh my drink. And when we come back, we'll be rolling initiative and engaging in hand-to-hand combat with some undead Sahuagin. Sahuagin. Fishmen. Sea devils. Whatever you want to call them.
It's your setting, Pete.
Beginning to think it's something like fishmen.
Oh, right. I thought you forgot the name of a creature you invented.
No. No. It's not a creature I invented. Okay,
this is
right.
The world mountain?
Let's Muantane.
Sounds weird.
Right. Anyway, we're gonna have a break now, and we'll be back shortly. Please stay with us. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hello, we are back. Thank you for staying with us while we had a short break. And what we are about to do is roll initiative. Hang on, guys. I'll just move you over to the right map. So, in the middle of the ground between Boomer and the back cart, there has been this massive. I couldn't find anything on Incarnate to actually represent other than a giant red glowing rock, which was not appropriate. So imagine
on it, Incarnate. Come on.
Imagine in that hole in the center there is like a big bus-sized on-end, disgusting fleshy bit of a tentacle. It's not flapping around.
Oh, okay.
It's not flapping around. And from the sides of it, and within pockets and pustules and kind of slashes in the flesh or gaps between bone and
Welcome
muscle.
to Garblag Games. Come for the gaming, stay for the pulsating pustules and fleshy membranes.
Yep, we keep having that, don't we? Yes, as Egil has put in the Twitch chat, fishmen, and these creatures have clambered off. As you are all gathering yourselves, gathering your wits, they climb out, brandishing spears, jagged kind of trident.
I really hoped you were going to say spoons then.
Spoons,
So,
brandishing spoons.
Do all the centipedes help us, or the Seguin?
Good shout. Well, you can't see any centipedes at the moment. Where
are all the centipedes when you need them?
Well,
right. You made the right choice.
Select your token. Oh, hello. Everyone's done it already. Look, you're way ahead of me.
No,
I've not rolled yet. That's last time.
Oh, okay. Let me clear that out. Remove all turns.
Where's the carts on this map?
Likewise, there aren't appropriate carts on this map. So
if you could tell where it is, because that's where my axe is, so I might have to go for it.
The back cart is here.
Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm not looking at it. Sorry. Can you ping it again for me?
In fact, what I can do. Hang on. What I can do is.
For that, I've leveled up, so I've gone from initiative 10 to initiative 11.
Hey.
Woo!
Such a disappointment.
I can put a little patch down. That is where the back cart is. Can you see that?
No. What about
yes, I can. It's
oh yeah, there's a black patch. I see it. I see it.
Patch.
My turn order thing was covering it up.
Okay, right. Okay. So the black patch is where the back cart is. The front cart is smashed. And what we have is
Is that a scale?
Yep, that's a scale. How many? We had 3, didn't we?
Yeah, I believe so. Was it? Yeah, because one.
Yeah, we had 3 in the big one, the best one.
But that one had disappeared?
No, we had 4 and the best one because we had all the scales. There were 4 lesser scales and 1 greater scale. We had all of them, but then we gave one of the lesser scales back to the Leviathan. You were there?
I was there.
So 3 and 3 and the better one, as you like to call it. And we will.
This is precious.
What are the numbers in the boxes again? The red one is
hit points.
Hit points.
Green
and
one
the
is
green
armor
one
class.
is armor class.
And can be quite handy to put in the blue one your speed.
Ooh.
Which I've just found out.
Which we've just found out.
It's 25.
Tint color.
My armor class has gone up now.
There we go.
Oh, 18. Lovely.
Okay. So, what we have is the scales have been dashed apart. The cart is no more. Its wheels, you can see one wheel sort of spinning and rolling away. The horses pulling it have fallen down the crevasse as well, and all of that stuff that was on it is down there. However, the scales have fallen out, and they are out upon the floor. The rear cart is still intact. It's kind of shaken, and its horses are bucking and have run off, but nearby. The dwarf and human have fallen off the back, and the cult leader is over here. The robed orc is over there. The cult leader seems to be lying prone on the floor, having fallen on. You see these big rocks here as well?
He's hit his head, hasn't he?
This is representing debris from the towers that have been smashed above you as well. So these big chunks have fallen down into this area around this. So as it's fallen down, sort of like a collection of things have come down around it and smashed this whole area. So big cracks in the ground. These are a DC 10 to leap over. So not hard. Some of you can't fail that unless you roll a 1. The crevasse itself is too wide to jump across unless you have something that says barbarian super jump, or something similar. Yes.
What about this little bit of crevasse here? Is that jumpable?
It's still anything that's a crevasse is still a DC 10, but you can't jump
but
from.
Not that bit,
you can't
because
jump.
It's not a crevasse.
Yeah, exactly. You can't jump from here to here, for example.
Yeah.
It's too far. Just too far.
And you say that this circle represents what's left of the front wagon.
The what? Sorry.
This circle here is the front wagon.
That's the good
scale.
That's the good scale.
That's the good scale.
Yes.
And the 3 others are the bad scale, or the
Duff scale, Duff scale.
Yep.
Duff scale.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the boomer scale, the axe scale, the Variel scale, and then over here the rubric scale.
I think if we all touch them at the exact same time.
Oh yeah, you all become
Captain
Planet.
Yeah. We'll Voltron it. Wait, no, we don't have heart.
Boomer's heart.
The question is, can you keep how many of the NPCs you can keep alive whilst doing this?
The what?
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
And you're the people person.
Nice. Hang on. So I'm just getting everybody else's turns established. So, didn't you guys all level up? Can't you run through what you guys leveled up in while I do initiative rolls?
Yeah.
Start with Variel.
That's a good idea.
I can.
Variel?
Okay, so
sorry.
I basically put up my constitution because I didn't want my character to have too high stats in anything really, because he's an elf. He doesn't want to be butch. And then I also went with medicine. So I took assurance, which allows me to auto pass at 17, which means I can just do a basic heal. I don't have to worry about critically failing and killing anyone, which I thought that would be quite a useful thing to do. And I have battle medicine, which means I can do it as a one action, which is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I did. Oh, and I'm braver. I got bravery.
You're going to say
How is
tools.
such a thing possible? How could you be any braver than you already
very
are?
brave.
You
I
are
realised that
brave,
everything,
brave.
and therefore I'm braver. I'm actually fairly brave. I've got to kill a little orange thing dude and a purple dude. Apparently you're just in it for yourself, so I'm going to have to try and save all the NPCs on my own.
Before looting their bodies.
I only loot their bodies if they die.
You mispronounced when. So I spent my leveling up on, being an oracle is kind of cool when you hit 3rd level. I got heightened spell for free on my explodey spells, which is always nice for a chuckle. I picked up intimidating glare as a general feat, so now I can intimidate people by just looking at them. What else did I get? Oh, I got spell. I got flaming sphere as a spell, which as a reach and heightened spell for free is all kinds of snacky. It's like rolling ball of fiery death all over the place. And I put my dex up. That makes me super dexy.
What's your dex now?
18. Rivals my charisma.
Oh. Okay, who's next?
So Ak gets deny, which is basically he can't be flat-footed by people flanking, being hidden, and that sort of thing. Can't be surprised, essentially.
That's awesome.
That is really
good.
No
game.
I'm just imagining, don't take this the wrong way, Ak, but Sloth from Goonies, when they're on either side of him, they're trying to tie him up in the rope, and he just rips open, and he's got that big Superman S, and he just yanks them both into him. It's like, yeah, you can't flank Sloth. It's too strong.
I took fleet, which means I'm 5 foot faster, which is while looking up speed, I realised that we've been doing it wrong up until now.
Yep.
Don't tell them.
So everyone's speed's been recalculated, but
yes. You can all thank Simon for that one.
So, sorry about that,
it's good. No, it's good that because I was thinking about that actually, because hobgoblins have a speed of 25, and I was thinking, why are they're the same size? Why are they different? But I didn't question it because I trust my players. But
so I should have been slower than Variel, but now I'm the same speed. As Variel as Rubric. Variel's weighed down with the armor, and the goblin's just slow, I'm afraid.
Well, he's got diddy little legs.
Exactly, tiny legs.
You're going to eat those words in the first turn of this combat. You're going to see how fast a goblin can be.
Oh, Quicksilver!
Do we have to heal you straight away, or can you survive a couple of rounds?
I can't be healed while under the influence of the.
So you can't heal that
gain
6 hit points.
I can't gain those 6 hit points back. Yeah.
And
you can be healed for all the other damage you inevitably take.
Yeah.
I put up Dex as well, which doesn't change my armor class, but just useful for things like stealth, and if I ever get to throw anything, it'll help. So
cool.
It just seemed to make sense in a physical character to have a better Dex.
Okay, cool. So let's Boomer.
You can carry on if you want.
No, go for it, Boomer.
Okay, so Boomer increased his crafting because he's actually really into his crafting. And when we ever do like a episode that's just, hey, you are in the city, what do you want to do? Boomer's going to be making a lot of stuff. Open up a little shop and everything. So I put up his crafting. I put up his dex because he wants to get a bit better at throwing things. And then I learned 2 new potions. I learned how to make a better alchemist's fire. I made my Quicksilver mutagen, so I can start morphing my body into strange things. Because I think if I played an alchemist again, I think I'd be a mutagenist, and I'd just have potions to alter my form all the time.
Interesting.
And then my feat, I gained a new ancestry feat, but obviously it's an ancestry feat, so I always had it. I just never told you guys about it. I'm actually really good at fire, and I've got that goblin love of fire. So now all my fire stuff does more fire.
Brilliant. Cool. Okay, excellent. Well, I have rolled all the initiative rolls,
Whoa.
And everyone's got their actions set up. So as everyone gathers their senses and realizes a pitched battle is about to begin.
Maybe they're friendly.
These
not
creatures
friendly.
look savage. They look like they're not
So does
undead like
Ack.
zombies, sort of like shambling. These things are lithe, tough, savage-looking creatures that are like jumping off quickly and shouting at each other and in some kind of you don't know whether their language is effective anymore and they're still intelligent. You have no idea.
Boomer, they use the power of an evil god to cut a chunk off of my god, ride it down to this plane, and then explode out of it, ready to kill us. I don't think they're friendly.
100%. 100%. They surfed the undead tentacle down to your plane of existence. And they leap out and they're ready for action. So Blue is going to move, and their move is 25. But their swim is 35, but they're not underwater right now. So this guy is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there.
Do we all still get the +1 because they scouted?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Can you change your initiative, or do I need to change your initiative?
I think
it only affects Boomer, doesn't it?
Boomer. Oh, I'll do it anyway because for my own personal.
If you're practicing,
Right, let's get it in descending order again.
Okay. No, it did make a few differences.
Yeah, a few trades around, and then this one steps up to the orc. Your good friend. I've got his name in here. Varbuk. I think I'll change his name now because I had him down as Orc Male because you guys didn't know him. And he's going to attack Varbuk. So we're going to have a roll 1d20 plus. Ooh. Oh, actually, hang on. He didn't need to make that last move. His spear has got reach. So he's able to stand a square away and stab him with his spear.
I'm not going to cheer for the bad guy.
Yeah! Whoa! He hits him. Yes, his armor class. His armor class is 14. Yeah. No shit, he hit him. Is it 14? It should be 16. Sorry, not that it makes a huge amount of difference. I'm just going to change that so I don't forget that. And that should. I've got the wrong details there. Okay. So hits and. Oh, Axe already rolling stuff. What's going on there?
Oh no, sorry, that was completely ignore that. I was just trying to see what something said, and I pressed the wrong bit on the character sheet.
No worries.
Actually, the first one was a critical, so we'll have that as a bit.
That was a good hit that way.
Okay, so rolls and does 7 points of damage to our orc friend. There we go. And is going to attack again. And that's another hit. For another 4 points of damage. Serious damage being done to this orc. He's suffering 2 attacks. And he's like, fight back, everybody! He shouts as if he needed to, but he's kind of, it's like...
the moment, I'll forgive it.
Roars at the top of his lungs. Next is Boomer.
First action, quick silver mutagen potion. And I morph, limbs get a bit longer, a bit more angular. I look quicker.
Cool.
And I can move 35 feet. Thank you very much, Hank. I lose 6 hit points. And I'm not getting them back. So let's update that. Okay. 1, 2.
Not that that's a lot for you now, is it?
I'm tough.
Well, you got
Tanky
40
boy.
hit points now, haven't you?
So I believe I can get to there with 35 movement. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I think he's just outside of my 20-foot range. So -2 penalty to throwing outside of
he's
the
not.
range.
You can get him with a 1, 2, 3, 4 die. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm going to throw an alchemist's fire at him.
Okay.
And let's not forget, I've got a +2 now to this roll.
Because of your Quicksilver mutagen.
Because of my Quicksilver mutagen.
Can you like get addicted to your mutagens?
I mean, I already am.
You've taken one and you're hooked.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
There it is.
Oh, hello.
22.
So that's a hit. And you do... How much damage do you do?
So 9 points of damage.
Yep.
3 persistent to it, and then we were going to have a ruling because we weren't sure in the rule whether the +1 on my ancestry thing accounts to splash damage or not. If it doesn't, it's 2 splash. If it does, it's 3 splash.
Yeah, why not? It's all fire damage, isn't it? So
cool. So that's he takes the splash right now. So you're taking 11
12.
points of damage.
12.
12. 9 out of 3 is 12.
I think your ancestry fire damage should only count if you cackle maniacally in Boom of the
Oh, it topped out there.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Buddy.
No, don't worry.
Added fine line.
No, as in it shut off because it didn't want
to. And he takes that and the splash, and then he'll take the persistent at the end of his round.
Okay, so you remind me of persistent damage. So you throw the.
Hey, the spear's excellent. It means you're not splash damaging everyone
The viewers
else.
haven't seen that yet.
I'm sure I would have splash damaged the.
Come on, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it doesn't show.
Oh, I can see it.
It'll catch up, and then it'll just go like 3 times on my screen. Okay.
Hey, there it is. I literally just.
My computer's trying to do way too many things. Okay. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using another encoder. I will research that tomorrow. Okay. So, well done, Boom. Are you doing anything else? That's all 3 actions.
That's all 3 actions.
Okay. Next is Green. Green is going to run towards Ak and Rubric. 1, 2, 3.
There's a mistake you don't make twice.
5. 1, 2. It's going to move to there. And
did he just run over one of the?
Went round the thing. He's going to poke Ak with his spear.
That's never a good idea.
Don't poke the bear.
Oh. Oh, that's rubbish.
Yeah. Not even close.
I'll take red then, shall I?
Right. Next. Ak. Ak attack.
Yeah. Okay, I was just going to step forward and attack him. Boom. And then...
With your neck splitter.
With the neck splitter.
Ho-ho!
There we go. So, probably hit him for 5 damage.
Yes, that hits. 5 points of damage.
And then I will hit him again.
Okay. Oh,
that's got -5, so it's probably going to miss, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any hero points? Does anyone watching want to give Ak a reroll?
No, I keep forgetting that I've
1,000 points.
I've got all these bloody points sat here because I keep forgetting that I've got them. So hashtag Ak. That's not a hashtag. That was a tilde.
There
we go.
Got a reroll, Ak. Oh.
No, still not good.
It's a miss. Okay.
Thank you, but
got to be worth a go.
Yeah.
Okay. The dwarf female runs behind this big piece of rubble.
She's going to change into her superhero outfit and then burst out again.
She is a labourer, not a warrior.
A mild-mannered labourer,
Next.
I assume.
Yeah. Next is Varbuk.
She got a bow, the labourer.
She's just got nothing. She's just run away. There's like a giant 40-foot tentacle with sea devils jumping off of it. She's kind of
I'm out.
Exactly. Right. Varbuk steps forward with his great club and swings. What's he got? Oh, it's not too good. Oh, that's a hit. That is indeed a hit. And 9 points of damage. Not bad.
To a dude that's already on fire.
He is on fire. Yes. Who better to hit than one of the bad guys that's on fire?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he's going to have another go. Let's see if he hits. Oh, it's another hit. Another 19. Look at that. It's going to be another one where Boomer sets them on fire and someone steps up and just bludgeons them to death straight away. 5 points of damage. Okay. Oh, not quite, viewers. You know.
Do you mind? This is for science.
I'm not sure about this, having my voice is stolen.
Oh, yeah. Okay, right, next.
Start doing an impression of Rubric. Duh, I'ma touch it.
Oh, brilliant. Right, Bariel.
Okay, so I'm assuming as I've just had to get up off the ground after being flung from a cart that I'll have to gather my weapons from my
No. So the getting up was like gave them the time to get off the tentacle.
Okay.
So you've all been kind of going, oh, everyone's scrabbling, like, and you've gone, right, we're all ready, and then, whoa.
Well, I shall move up to him then.
Mm-hmm. And then swing that sword, which as you draw it out of the scabbard on the belt, it's the first time you've drawn it today, isn't it? Yeah. The buckle glows, and the blade. I spoke too soon. Hero point. Have you got one?
I have got one. Yeah. I tend to save them for not dying, but I'm going to get one in about 10 minutes. So
you are.
I don't know if you. Sorry, I double checked your speed penalty thing. You've got the strength, Simon, so you have -5, not -10.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh! Critical hit, 31.
That's quite good, isn't it?
That's the best roll.
But my damage roll. I actually roll for my damage.
2.
I got 3. I got 2. Yeah. 2. Yeah, 2.
So you do 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Because of your critical hit.
Yeah. Okay. So 10 points for critical hit. And then I'll do my third attack. My third action will be my second attack.
Okay, -5 on this one. 18. That is a hit.
Okay.
So another 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
I don't think your weapon's is it? What sword have you got? Long sword or short sword?
Long sword.
Yeah, so it should be slashing rather than piercing, but
it
doesn't matter at the moment.
No.
Okay. Cool. Nicely done. You step forward and your blade kind of hums as you kind of slash through their putrefying flesh, and as you cut it, it kind of blossoms with that horrible mushroomy stench of decaying flesh. Next up we have Pink. He is going to go over here and attack the robed orc. Oh, again.
We don't know him well enough to give him a name.
Well, you don't know his name.
He's super edgy.
Sorry.
2 days travelling and we never bothered to ask. I feel bad.
Oh! Critical hit. You may never know their name.
Oh.
Here we go. Let's see what I roll for damage.
We'll put him in the tomb with the unknown.
Boom!
Folks around here just call him Strider.
He's dead.
Not anymore.
Boom.
That's why I never learn the names.
Yep.
Just get too attached.
Yeah.
More
Dead.
loot for me.
Blockbuster hit. Oof. Yes.
We're only here to protect Rubric. Let's be honest.
Okay, next monster is this one over purple. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. It's going to attempt to jump over this chasm. Athletics. Oh, come on, Peter. Let your fingers work properly.
He can't make this jump. He's an undead shambling thing.
He's going to roll a 1.
Jump.
Ah, he jumps across.
He still gets +9 to the roll for jumping across.
And goes to attack the human labourer.
They're all splintery undead things, though, aren't they? They're nippy little buggers. They're not.
Yeah, no, they're not
undead. They're 28 days later, run along, rip stuff apart.
Okay, doing him 8 points of damage.
Him.
Okay.
That's a lot of his red bar gone.
It is a lot of his red bar gone. That's Martin, the nice, I was just here to help people. Right, it's his go.
He still is. He's helping.
It's his go. He's going to step away.
Yeah.
No, he's going to run away. It doesn't have an attack of opportunity. Not that he knows that, but he's going to. He's going to run away. Let's have a look. He's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. About there. Funnily enough, seems to be heading towards Ack. Running across the. I was going to say pitch. It's because we were talking about Guild Ball earlier on before the start.
No, I'm vanishing off the bottom of my screen. I've slid down in my chair. I have to turn the camera back on so I can check if I'm still visible.
Okay, right. Next, Rubric.
Oh, that's just old. Right.
Got bored of setting Ack on fire.
I'm moving to there. Right. And then.
Are you climbing? Are you going round that? Sorry, you're just the other side of that debris.
Up onto that debris.
Up onto the debris.
What kind of is it? Like gory flesh debris, or is it?
No. This is like part of a ruined building.
Right.
Okay. Part of a ruined
trying
tower.
to climb up on that as long as it's safe to do so.
Can you just make an athletics or an acrobatics roll? Otherwise, you'll just take a small amount of. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
Boing.
I was going to say you take like a point of damage just from like twisting your ankle or something. But...
That was probably like someone's living room you're climbing on top of.
Okay, so.
Right. Oh, hang on. Do I actually need to roll that?
What are you doing?
No, I don't need to roll that. That was a total waste of time. I am casting, so that's my other 2 actions. I am casting, hold Alt. Hang on, let me find Alt. There it is.
Ben made his own macros. Is that what I'm about to see?
What? No.
Oh.
It's better than that. Wait, that's not a... Anyway, that's a sphere.
A what? A sphere?
A sphere. Why did that not...
How about we do this?
Shape? There we go. Hang on. Now I've got it.
Do you draw some orange squiggly lines?
Yeah.
That's better.
Can you control that?
Square.
What are you doing?
I was trying to control it.
Can you delete your doodles, please? Here you go.
Now
what I will do is I will make you an isometric sphere.
All right, give me an isometric sphere.
That is orange.
It's on this dude, and he's on fire, and he has to make a reflex save, difficulty 19.
So
He's so good at past that, isn't he?
So the sphere. Can you tell me
it's a
what the spell
5-foot
does?
sphere.
Yep.
Of fire.
Yep.
That does 4d6 points of damage to him.
And it just hits him automatically.
Yep. I create the fire in that square.
Okay. Cool.
I'm like, that's where the fire is, right there.
Oh, let me set it controllable by you.
Do you save then?
And he has to make a reflex save, DC 19, or he will be taking some of the hurts.
Some of the hurts. Okay, right. Let's have a look. I'm not going to lie to you. I think they've got good reflex saves. Oh yeah, here we go. DC 19.
Yep.
Here we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
If anyone watching, if I pass, I'll let people spend 1,000 Garblag groats to make me re-roll if I pass. Oh, I just failed. Look at that.
He did not pass. So he can have 15 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And I am going to sustain the spell.
Okay. So you're standing there like...
Standing there.
Cool. This ball of flame appears hanging in the air. It's 5 foot wide and 5 foot tall.
5 foot wide and 5 foot
so it kind of engulfs this creature, and it's like you can just see like its spear sort of waving around on the outside, and it's
like he's zorbing but on fire.
And I can...
That's like the worst kind of zorbing ever. Like, ah! And
I can roll that sphere to any point inside of 60 feet.
Oh, wow.
Okay. In one turn?
Yep.
Okay. So it's on the ground, effectively, like a rolling sphere.
It's just above or on the ground.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Does it damage everyone it goes over, or just where it reaches? Everyone it goes over?
So you do it in a line, and you can like...
But no, I have to hit them with it, so it's like...
so, Eo, I can't pronounce that person's name on Twitch. It's just put Flame Strike-ish. That's a good attack. Right, that was all your actions, wasn't it?
Yep.
So next
1 to move, 2 to spellcast.
Yes.
And then
0 to gloat.
From there on out. Oh, absolutely. No.
Okay, so...
I do it 3 times next round.
It's now the creature in front of Variel. And it is going to attempt to hit you, Variel. I think that's a miss.
That's a critical miss.
Oh, that is. It's 10 less than what it needs.
10 less than the 20.
Okay, so flings his jabs his spear at you, but he's probably maybe used to using it at reach, and you're kind of armored up and well practiced in your deflective techniques, and you actually knock the spear out of his hand. So it has to go for claws or jaws against you. Here we go. Which it's just as proficient, but they are less damaging, so that's beneficial. So second attack will be at -5, and third attack will be at -10. Some terrible rolling.
Not even close.
Worried
no,
then,
what it is
you sometimes hit a
Variel
nat 20 on that third attack.
Yeah. Variel is just such a skilled warrior, knows how to use his armor and his shield to deflect and move, that this creature, this undead creature, just has no chance this turn. Next we have Blue Sahaugen, and it is going to attack Varbuk.
Not the V-Bucks.
The V-Bucks.
Oh, that's probably a hit.
That is a critical hit. That is more than 10 over what's required. So this damage is doubled.
It's gonna hurt.
Oh, that's probably killed him.
He is dead.
Oh,
God. The spear goes through his body, and it raises him up in the air. And the orc looks across at Variel, and he just goes, "Kill these bastards!" And he slides down the spear, and the Sahaugen kind of flicks him off onto the floor. The creature then turns around, big, horribly big eyes, like big round eyes, flick round at Boomer. And
then he remembers that he's still on fire, and he's got to take 3 points of persistent fire damage
at the end of his turn.
He's looking through all the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, he's only just taken 1 hit.
He's only taken 1 action.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 more actions.
Come at me, bro.
So he moves towards you at 10 feet and goes, "Ah!"
Keep a quick goblin now.
Come at me, bro. Okay.
By the way, you did the dodge there, more like I'm a dodgy geezer. A little bit woo, a little bit wee.
18.
AC's 18. So
that's a hit.
it's a hit. Damn it.
Oh, 10 points of damage. Whata! And then he takes
3
oh
points of persistent damage.
oh
No,
viewers
he's still got
oh
another go.
viewers oh no sorry, the viewers can't quite see this. There we go. Okay, right.
Did I kill him or not? Is he?
No.
No, I thought. Oh, I could. I thought. Oh, I bet he's only got 3 left.
He had 4 left.
Ah,
Will he still take it at the end of his next turn?
yeah.
He will.
So you
And you're
could
not
just
in
run-
close combat with him.
so
so
you could literally just
like,
run
run
past
off.
him. As long as you ran far enough, he'd just
oh
kill
yeah, well, I
himself.
said I liked that orc.
Actually, that's a good point. You're faster. Oh, are you faster than him though?
Yeah, you could run off and save the save an innocent, couldn't you?
Give it a go. I'm not attacking him. He's dead man walking. That's
Yeah.
that's not Boomer's style.
If you're going to run past him going, dead man walking, just run off.
And Boomer's like becomes like an old martial arts master at some point in his career. What will happen? He's going to do the old 5-finger death punch thing where he gets like, and when they walk 7 spaces, they'll drop dead.
Yeah,
kind of.
absolutely. So they only ever walk 6 and then have to stand there forever.
Forever. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, what are you doing, Boomer?
Oh, it's my go.
It
Brilliant.
is your go, yeah.
Yeah.
You're just
Cool,
going to
yeah.
go.
I'm not going to attack him. Just going to run off and leave him. What's he going to do? Another 10 points of damage? Sucker. Can I get around him?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can go
because
that
he
way,
didn't
so-
engage, did he? He's at range.
Can I get around the scout? I don't really want to go the long way round though. I guess there's the orange one, but he's on fire. I need to get across this gap. So I want to nip round. Can I jump over the scale?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think if I go like
Need a-
1 and then move that way.
If you land on it and we all go to sleep
you
and they
can-
eat our corpses,
You
I'm
can
not
go
going to be
like
happy.
you can move like that. Fine. You jump over the rubble. That's not a problem.
That's okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Let's
just
see.
make a athletics or acrobatics roll. See if you stub your toe or.
I'm gonna do acrobatics as my mutagen gives me +2.
Oh.
Oh, although my makes a little difference. Acrobatics.
How long's the music in that?
Okay, you're fine.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Blimey.
Is that real time?
Well, it's done then.
Or then
That's
another one for
100
here.
rounds. That's that.
5. So another check there.
Yep.
6. So I'll just do my move and then.
Yeah, sure. And then we'll
do
see
the
if you
roll.
fell down the hole.
That'd be a big going.
Oh!
Oh, say it
Doing
again.
backflips on the way.
You're really taking the mick out of the other guy.
Cartwheeling goblin.
You're going to.
Okay, and I'm going to try and throw a fire at pink, which will be extended range.
Yep.
So I believe -2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Go for
Oh
it.
wait, I've only moved once. I can move again.
You moved
Have
twice.
I moved once or twice?
No,
Twice.
you
You've
moved
moved
twice.
more than
Yeah.
5.
1,
You will have
2,
moved
3,
twice.
7. I got
Yeah.
35 foot.
So you can
'cause
move a
I'm
bit
moving
further.
5.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
So you
Like
can actually
2
move
more.
2 more squares.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
When you
And then
get
he's
to
in.
that point, you can see the parrot Ravane is like stunned and unconscious on the floor. He's clearly bashed his head on the brickwork of that. In fact, that piece of the tower looks like it's got some strange machinery inside it.
Oh. No time to worry about that now.
It nearly draws your eye. Oh!
Oh,
Hang on.
Hero point.
You've all just got another hero point.
Yeah.
I haven't actually used my hero
You've
point.
got your auto roll critical damage on.
Have I?
Yeah, you might want to turn that off.
How do you turn that off?
Go to your character sheet.
Yep.
Go to the
I'm in
far
there.
right option. Of...
Oh, character sheet far right option. No, I didn't mean that. I'm on the left side because all the weapons are on the left.
Yeah.
So I was
So
confused.
if you go
options.
to yeah,
Roll
options.
20, 101.
This
Options, yep.
This should be like,
Bonus to roll, bonus that damage roll, roll critical damage option. Okay, so don't roll critical damage.
Yeah.
Done.
yeah, because it re-rolls, so it doesn't take your original roll and double it.
Okay.
It re-rolls another roll and doubles that, which is just
Right.
weird.
Okay, that's with my hero point, so still a miss.
It is a miss.
I got 2 hero points, so I'm going to spend my second hero point.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that is definitely a hit.
Plus 2, 29.
Do a
So
mix
that
and
is
match.
actually
Take the
a
attack
critical.
from the first one and the damage from the second one.
So that is actually a critical hit.
Okay, so then that's 22 points of damage.
Does the splash double?
Oh, hang on. I guess I don't add on the bonus damage before the doubling.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, then that's 22. And then I don't think splash or
I
persistent
don't think
will
splash
double.
does because that's
No,
done
splash,
later, isn't it?
that's like later, yeah. Okay, so,
Yeah, so he'll
he takes
take 25 points of damage.
Oh, wow. Let me just get his hit points in view for the viewers.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. That red bar just went. Yeah, serious hit. There's a massive explosion. See if I can do that. Massive explosion. Oh, there we go. And parts of his body fly off. Yeah, a bit of necrotic flesh hits you in the face, and it's kind of destabilized. His body's sort of falling apart. But it is his go. I believe that's the right one. Oh no, sorry, it's the one in front of Ak.
It's my one. Yep.
He's going to attack you straight up in the face.
Deliberately aimed in the face.
Critical hit! Oh, does anybody want to use a hero point to make me re-roll that? Or one of our viewers, do you want to spend 1,000 points to make me re-roll that? 1,000 groats.
Can take it, can't he?
Just type.
I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, we'll go with this.
Hashtag GM. If not, I'll roll the damage and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, then I'm worried.
Yeah. It would be 14 points of damage.
So once you've taken the damage, Ak, you still probably have more hit points than most of the party.
Oh, look, Sofinio there's gone. Go on, re-roll.
Oh, thank you. He's my friend today.
Yeah, here we go. Gonna get it again. Still a hit.
Still a hit.
So 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Well done, Sofinio. Okay, so that's one attack. So the next one coming in is... Oh! There's another one.
Okay, yeah, that does.
Can I have my groats back? I'm afraid not. Okay, another 7 points of damage. There we go. And last but not least, this is the third attack. Critical hit!
Every single one a hit.
On it today.
Does anybody else want to spend some groats to make me re-roll a
crit and a hit? Yeah, okay.
Let's have a look. I'll roll the damage, but if anyone wants to...
Too late, my friend. Too late. I need that Ak.
You need Ak.
You need Ak alive.
Okay, I'm going to re-roll.
He'd have been fine.
20 plus
yes, he'd have been fine.
1. There you go.
And, maybe he could do with a bit of a kicking.
So it misses. Okay.
That was a bit of a kicking. 2 crits.
So it goes, stabs you, and Rubric glares over his shoulder, glares over the shoulder at the creature, and it goes, it's distracted. Oh, Please Forever did it as well. Please Forever. Thank you.
Save that one.
We'll save that one on a critical reroll.
Okay,
so now it's Ak's go.
Where's my... Oops, sorry, wrong page.
Him.
Is he injured?
I'm gonna. First thing I'm gonna do is go into rage.
Ah.
So there we go.
I wonder what set him off.
Repeatedly. Yeah.
It wasn't the creature; it was me.
And then we will swing the smaller axe.
Oh,
badly.
That is a miss.
That's a miss. Okay, well I'll re-roll it. I'll use a hero point.
Okay.
There we go.
That is a hit.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. You need to get that big axe of yours going on, don't you?
I do. I was going to go and run for it, but he went first.
Yeah.
Did you leave the big axe on the front cart?
The back
second back cart.
Yeah. Oh, that's lucky.
It is.
Police Forever said, slow down, I only have 2,000 points left. You just have
So
to
I've
keep
just got to
watching,
chat.
and then you get more.
You're saying I've just got to chat and drag it out for the next hour before I make my next roll, yeah?
Yeah. Or please forever. I don't know if you have already, but if you were to subscribe to Garbler Games on Twitch, you'd get double the points. Anyway.
That's got a -5. That's my second
so
attack.
That's a miss.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to. Okay, so yeah, there we go.
Okay, yeah, because you raged, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah, raged. So that's 2 attacks. Yeah.
Okay, the dwarf female is going to run over here. Variel.
Is it me?
It is.
Him down the hole.
Yeah. Put him down the hole.
Oh, you're good at shoving, though, aren't you?
No, not me. That was someone else.
Oh, it was
That
Ack.
was Ack.
Oh, it was
with
Ack,
his
wasn't it?
epic
Yeah, sorry.
shoulder
That was
barge on the
awesome.
bugbear.
That was just like, ah.
And the ogre.
Oh, it's bugbear.
No, in the version Ack tells down the pub, it was an ogre.
No, there wasn't. No, it was the ogre. It was the ogre who was doing the lifting of the thing up.
It was a big bugbear.
Bugbear.
That was it.
Yeah.
But you can tell everyone it was an
so that's a
Ettin.
hit.
Totally an
Yeah,
Ettin.
just tell everyone. It's an
I
Ettin.
might
Definitely, it was a big ogre as well.
Critical or something. No,
Yeah, you're 2 off a critical there, unfortunately.
It was that
No,
thing from
it's a
Lord of
good
the
damage
Rings,
roll.
the tower with the eyeball.
How much has he got there?
A bit. He looks injured,
cool.
falling apart. It doesn't seem to bother him though.
That's fine.
Oh,
Conjoined twin Ettin. It
So
had
you're
4
minus
heads.
5 on that one, aren't you? So
-4 because my top knot gives me means I get -1 less on the second attack.
yes, it does.
Yeah. So it's 26.
Okay.
You
You
still take
cut
11
it in
damage.
half, and its body kind of almost unpeels itself as you kind of make the final blow. Skin and bone sloughing away from each other, sinew and muscle kind of dripping to the floor. And there's a strange kind of quiver or thrum in the tentacle flesh in front of you. The thing that bore it down seems to acknowledge its death.
Cool.
Okay, so that's 2 actions.
Okay, my third action, 20. I will find some debris on the floor near and around the cart and fling it at the
Purple?
the purple one.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Your telekinetic.
my telekinetic.
If people are wondering how Variel's doing this, he has otherworldly magic, which allows him to do a telekinetic projectile.
Powerful psychic.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
It's my
So
child.
that's a hit. Is it the same damage as your short bow? Is it a 1d6?
it's 1d6. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you've a tile that's fallen down from this building above. Floats up in the air and then darts through, hits it, and you see a part of its body take a dent. Next, it's Pink. Pink is going to step forward towards Boomer.
Catch fire and die.
Is it on fire?
It is.
Oh yeah. Let me give it a persistent
But
fire.
it's end of its round, isn't it, for being on fire?
Oh, not that.
It
More's the
probably
pity.
won't kill it this round. But I'll be darned if I'm going to attack it again.
Yeah, just like dish a bit out there, bit over there, bit over there. Okay.
Keep running. You got purple to get to next.
Exactly. It all will burn.
Okay. And it's going to stab you with a spear. Or not.
Oh, Quicksilver Goblin.
Okay. And then, with its hand, it reaches out and touches the scale next to it, which in the explosion has...
Please be a reflex save.
Kind of...
Will.
Make a will save.
Oh, God, at least...
And it will make a...
All of us, or just the 2 of them?
If you are within
It's gotta be
60,
everyone, isn't
if
it?
you're within 60 feet of it.
We're not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
6,
that's
7,
probably not
8,
good enough.
9,
Each
10,
square is 5 foot.
But these creatures are not
10,
affected.
20,
Yeah, that's not good enough.
Variel is,
I'd have thought Variel was within 60
and
foot of
the red creature are. So basically
They're
everything
undead.
apart from one of those.
They're undead.
Okay, they don't. Okay.
that. I got a 12.
Yeah, Varial. Well, okay, you both fail.
What about the cult leader? Oh, he's unconscious.
He's unconscious already.
Let's do that.
Oh, you've done a
again, shall we?
reroll. Okay.
Oh, I think you finally did the reroll.
And a piercing scream fills your ears, and for a moment the world seems thick like water with plankton floating in it, and you take Vario, you take 1 point of damage, and Boomer, you take 2 points of psychic damage. It really hurts, and your ears ring momentarily. Blood trickles out the nose of the cult leader.
What happens to the scale? Does it get destroyed, or is it all okay?
No.
Not that I can tell, but
You
Only
can't,
when they
you
do the
can't see from
dream.
there. But Boomer, make a perception roll. You're not sure. He's kind of stuffed his hands into an opening in the tarp. You know, the canvas around it. You know, it kind of come undone in the, you know, when it was flung. It's kind of jammed its hand in there, and you felt this spike of pain.
Oh, see, I was angry before, but
he must be the rubric of the group.
Touching my stuff, man.
It's got like eyeliner and everything.
Saying.
Purple is next.
Rubric's eyeliner is on point.
Sorry?
Pink takes 3 points of damage.
No,
persistent
it's undead.
fire damage.
Persistent fire damage. How much?
Burn.
3. Sorry, yes, sorry. There we go. Not quite dead.
Not undead enough.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That'd be re-dead then.
2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Runs around the cart to there.
Is it further away?
Boomer, with your Quicksilver, maybe you should vault over the big chasm.
Probably could.
Not a big chasm, is it?
And then it's going to make an attack on Variel. Oh! That's got to be a hit.
What'd you roll?
27.
Yeah, you can hit me with 27.
What is your armor class, by the way?
23.
23. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's a hit, and we do 7 points of damage. Sorry, I don't know why I'm taking so much glee from damaging your character.
You are enjoying this.
Really are.
Well,
I think more than any other campaign I've seen you love hitting us.
No. Well, yeah, campaign, yes. The one shot where we played, what was it? Swords and Wizardry.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I did take particular glee in murdering all. It was a TPK, but that was kind of the point of that one shot.
We were really pretty close to winning at the end.
Yeah, you were very close. You were very close.
We literally went all that combat and just kept missing, didn't we?
Yeah. Okay. These two effectively, he runs off the board, so he's no longer involved.
He's exited the campaign.
He has not exited the campaign, but
he's off to the greeting arms of the Bractigar guys.
Yeah. Combat ends. 400 Bractigar troops surround you. That would be harsh.
Right. For my first action, Matey takes 15 points of damage.
Ah! His go.
Why is his fire better than my
his
fire?
Go next. 15 points of damage.
Yes.
The body is
Does he get a
consumed.
saving throw on that?
He failed his saving throw already.
Does he get does he not get one each turn?
I don't know. That'd be your shout. It says
it's your spell, mate.
It says on subsequent rounds, leaving the sphere or no, he was inside the sphere.
Yeah. Unless
I moved it, he was still inside it.
Okay. Well, he hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah. So he did.
Okay, he's dead. His body
Why hasn't he moved? Does that mean he's not had a turn since your last turn?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's interesting.
Of course, that means if for him just to be there, he's just gone, okay, well, I'll stay here and stay roasted.
This is my life now.
Before me. Are you sure that Red wasn't before me?
It should have been at the beginning.
I think.
Did one of them die and you delete the wrong one? Is that a thing?
He should
have
have had
got
a go.
Too few down.
He should have
had a go, I think.
So what we're going to do is it's still your turn, Rubric. But what I'm going to do is
Because
just
there is
his
one
go,
of them after me. There is one of them after me, but I
and
think
it would be him. So
right.
I think what happened is I just skipped to Boomer.
Right.
And
so
I
he
missed
missed his
him
go
out.
last
So
round.
what he's going to do is he's actually going to run up to you and try and stab you.
Okay.
Now I'm not sure how concentration works. Please, for
Not a
but
skill
Pete, are you
anymore.
punishing them for something the wife has done to you?
Ooh. So that critical role she's watching. Nothing here about concentration.
Do you mean as in whether the persistent spell is broken?
Like when you say you're maintaining the spell,
somebody smacks you around the head, does make sense.
Yeah, it does damage. Just someone go in the index and look up concentration or
I am just doing
maintaining. Thank you very much. Right, it's going to try and attack you. What's your armor class?
19.
You've disappeared, Ben.
I'm here. I'm in the index.
I'm going into the index.
I am the rubric. I go to the index.
Okay, right.
There isn't a concentration thing.
Okay.
Sustain, I think, is what.
Sustain. He's done you 11 points of damage.
He's going to regret that. Sustain and activation, 534. Sustain and activation, that's magic items. That's no help at all.
Okay.
I can't find anything that would suggest
no worries.
there's a concentration.
We won't worry about it now.
I will take my 11 points of damage.
Okay, cool.
I think it's just for one action. He can. So it's not two to do the spell. It's just one action. I think. Let's say he's active again.
Okay. Cool. Right, so you take 11 points of damage, and then he's going to try and attack you again. I think that's another hit.
Yep.
So roll 1d8 plus 3. Oh, another 11 points of damage. I keep rolling maximum damage.
We're meant to keep Rubric alive, aren't we?
Well, you are. Okay, and then on your turn, I assume you're going to move it and torch him, which...
You better bloody believe it, mate.
Yeah.
Boy, eat that, sunshine.
Okay, so he is dead, but he dealt you some damage before that happened.
Yes, so that's my first action.
Okay.
For my second action, I'm going to move it to here. And green can have a bit. So he needs to make a reflex save. Difficulty 19.
I think I don't want to be the rule guy, but I think it's only going to hit the people that you leave the square in. You can't roll it through them and that keep it moving. You just reposition it.
It's where you leave it in each action, basically. Okay. Yeah, I mean, otherwise it'd be horribly
OP. 304 for sustaining spell, and it's basically, as we've said, it's one action to sustain it.
Yeah. Okay. Unless disrupted, I'm looking up disrupted now.
Yes. So you can use an action to move it.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to recast it, basically. So, but if you sustain a spell for 10 minutes, he becomes fatigued.
I can only sustain it for a minute.
Good.
I think.
Okay, so I'm just finding their reflex save. There we go. Okay.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, he makes his reflex save. So I believe that means he takes no damage, but he has to get out of the circle.
Ah, so he moves.
Yeah.
Oh, let's move him and not the circle. Well, it's come from that direction, so he's going to jump to there. Okay. This giant ball of fire comes flying across the ground and almost engulfs the creature you're fighting, but it leaps to the side.
Yeah, do us a favour, mate. Jump into it. I haven't injured a player character this week.
Right, next is...
If I botch, we'll stay with it, and that happens, okay, just for you.
Blue is going to... He looks up, looks around, and almost hones in on a rubric. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. raises its spear ready for next round, and then dies.
And dies.
As the flames on its body consume it, and finally it falls apart. Boomer.
Coldhead's unconscious.
I think you're gonna have to shank this
I was
guy,
gonna
mate.
shout. I was gonna shout, "Run!" But he can't, can he?
He's having a nap.
Oh, he's probably
He
fine.
looks in
I
a
can
bad
leave him.
way.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, do you care about the parrot vein, or are you more worried about your friends and
We lost all the others.
your mission?
He was a bit of a douche.
You say, I mean, I worry about my friends, but Ack and Barry are there, and I've seen what they do.
Yeah.
And Rubric's are really up to his
And a
fire.
quick glance over your shoulder shows that there's only 2 of these creatures left.
Yeah. All right. I'll just go for a knife, but I'm going to throw my knife because I think I'm better at throwing them right now. Because I'm a Quicksilver Goblin.
Yeah, of course you are, aren't you?
Okay. So first dagger throw. Waching. That's not good enough. Okay.
No, that is not good enough.
Second dagger throw. Oh wait, it's 15. No, because we've been missing on 16 because I get my +2. Second dagger throw. 22. No, -5, 17.
That is a miss, I'm afraid.
Ah!
Do you have any hero
dagger
points?
throw. No.
Okay.
Third dagger throw. Come on, nat 20.
Oh.
17 -10.
How many daggers you got?
7. 4.
Oh, okay, not anymore.
No,
Okay.
not now. Now I've got 1.
Cool.
Okay. That's me done.
Okay, next it's the creature in front of Ack. It's going to attack him. That's a hit.
Ack, duck and weave, man.
Armor class is better this week as well. It's normally 17. It's up to 20 this week, but
so that's 8 points of damage.
Now.
It's going to swing at you again. Oh, drops his spear, which means he's then going to swing with claw and a miss. Right, then it's Axe go.
Okay, let's see what we can do to this thing.
Pick him up and hold him in the fire.
Bang. Is that enough?
That is enough.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 14 points of damage.
Nearly dead.
Okay, well, let's try -5.
17. That's not quite good enough.
No. Okay.
Okay.
What you want to do is set them on fire.
I know, right? So effective.
Okay, so Dwarf Female is running off the pitch. Here we go. Then we're round to Variel. He's 5 feet away from, 10 feet away from you, so you will need to close that distance before you can hit him.
If you're muted, Simon, we can't hear you.
I think he's muttering.
Oh,
I am muttering.
oh, sorry.
So please forever's put, Pete, I want to see your dices. I think you can see my dices. The rolls are on the screen.
I'm just thinking I'm going to have to use 2 to use 2. Okay. So I will charge him then. I'll just move. And I'll just move because I might as well move. I forgot to use 1 to move. Just move around.
Okay, so you're going to dart round him.
Just dart round. So I'm not leaving his.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
No. Go on then.
Hit him. Oh, yes, that's a good strike. Pieces of his body fall off. Sloughs of flesh, sinew, sever away from the bones of this decrepit creature. That's your first attack. Did you want to do another one?
Yeah.
Oh, -5. That would be an 11, so that's a miss. Unless you've got a hero point.
Yeah.
You have.
Yep.
Go for it. Oh.
It's even worse.
Okay. Right. So you miss.
Yeah.
Next we have Pink. He is standing within range of you, Boomer.
Super quick.
So he's going to try and he's like with a spear.
Yeah.
Oh, but not critical.
Yeah, I think you dodged into that.
Oh.
8 points of damage. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Shut up.
You're better than me.
Okay, so next
I did that
attack.
wrong.
Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah, it is. You can't touch goblins.
And the last one. Oh! Now, if anyone would like to spend 1,000 Garblag Groats to make me re-roll that critical,
Boomer doesn't need help.
go for it. I didn't.
let's make this-
Please forever actually spent
crit me.
1,000 earlier
You
on.
did. Yeah, that's true. You are owed one.
Oh, I wanted to say my line, crit me with your best shot, because I just love that.
Crit me,
That's a
baby,
good
one more
line.
time. And there's a miss.
10. Okay, it's true.
Oh, yeah, because it was a reroll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So, and then at the end of his turn, he takes
3.
and he dies in a fiery.
Yeah, he does. See, Boomer doesn't need to hit him twice.
Just stands there like, bring it. Okay, next we have Purple. He's going to attack Variel.
Bring it on.
Bosh! Miss.
Miss.
Feeling a little bit sorry for Purple because I think next round he might be up against Variel, Ack, and the Ball of Fire.
And the Ball of Fire.
He can do it. No,
Yeah.
that's a miss.
Just don't go through me to get to him.
I won't. I can target-ish.
It's over there, isn't it? Oh, 3 misses.
I'm amazed he doesn't fall down the crack.
Okay, next is Rubric.
Right. It's moved the fire onto green again. You,
Okay.
Sunshine, be on fire.
So reflex save. Yeah?
Reflex save. Yeah.
Oh, failed.
Was it 3d6, is it?
No, it's 4d6s.
Oh.
Have that, Sunshine.
Splutch.
Dead.
Right. Now I'm going to have to move a little bit.
See you, old golden hen. Thanks for joining us.
Here, because otherwise I can't reach Purple with it.
Okay.
It's limited by my range.
Okay.
So I'm going to move for my second action, and for my third action, it's move the Ball of Fire onto Purple.
Flambeau. Right. Okay.
Don't just go through me.
It didn't go through you. I moved
Bounced
it around
over
you.
Okay.
Came rushing up behind you and then went.
Aha! Passed.
He passed, so he takes no
Just got
damage.
to turn my fan off. It's getting a bit cold in here now.
And he gets to leap out of the way, doesn't he?
Yeah. But at very least, it's a nice distraction.
Right.
Hey, did somebody order a portable sun?
Yeah.
Leaps out of the way. Right. I may need to take a very short, quick break. Right. Bear with me 2 minutes. We're only going to be about 10, 15 more minutes left, but I don't think I can last that long. So just please bear with us for 2 minutes, and we will be back shortly. Okay, sorry about that. Right, where were we? You just
Variel was
just jumped out of the way.
Stuff.
No, Boomers go.
Boomer's going.
Yep.
Okay, they've got that. I'm going to try and revive the cult leader, so I want to step up to him and be like, "Hey, you're awake!" Slap him about.
Okay.
I mean, if that's not working, I'm going
to. He looks injured.
It's okay because I've got a potion on me, so I'm going to pour.
Sorry, I need to just. He's injured. Sorry.
Because I identified a potion at the start.
You did a healing potion, yes.
So I'm going to pour the healing potion down his throat.
Okay. You uncork the healing potion and pour it into his mouth.
Yeah. Get the right one.
I mean, I've written potion of healing, and then in brackets I've written false. Yeah, that's meta. So let's see what happens.
Let's see, indeed. Hang on. Bear with me. Because not all potions, they may have the same contents, but they may not look the same. Not every healing potion.
Plus, unidentified potion drinking can be fun sometimes. I had a group of Sahuagin fighting some of my players once, and they all had potions on them. And the players took the potions, like, yes, we've got these potions. And then they took them in the middle of a heated battle, and it turns out they were potions of air breathing. So I passed the player a little note that said, "You now have the ability to breathe air."
Okay, as you watch, pour the potion into his mouth, and nothing outwardly visible occurs. And it doesn't seem to heal him, like in the way that you would anticipate a healing potion would.
Okay. That's me.
Is that your game? Okay, Ack.
I'm raging, so I just charge straight across to wherever this thing is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is it a sudden charge? Is it an Ack attack?
I don't need it to be. It's just an ordinary charge, and then I'll hit him twice. Do I need to roll an athletics to get across the holy bit?
You do, yes, without taking, a point or two of damage.
Go Ack.
So
that's successful.
Enough.
Yes.
Cool.
You vault
I will
over
then
the.
Hit him. That probably works.
You do hit him.
So that's 11 points of damage.
Oh. So you're the rock, and Variel is the hard place.
Exactly.
And there's a fireball.
And a birdie place as well. Rock, a fire.
Okay, you run across, jump through the air, swing your kind of crude axe thing, the neck splitter, halfway between a sword and an axe, big meaty thing. Take a big chunk out of the creature, and its body is falling apart. You can see it's on its last legs.
Mix some metaphors out of the rock and the hard place into the fire.
I like it. Variel.
Is 22 enough?
Oh, sorry, you had another attack. Sorry.
Another attack.
Sorry. I thought you were doing anything.
-5, so it's -5.
17.
17.
That's not, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I'll re-roll that because I've got hero points to burn.
Go for it.
18 to hit them, I think.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Go Ack.
Go Ack, go.
No, not even close.
Go. You want to
spend
another one?
No.
Okay. Right. Variel. Oh, that is a critical hit.
And the quarterback is toast.
And the quarterback is toast.
I really want to rewatch
Such a good
that
film. Yes, you swing the sword, and you cut the creature in half, and the body kind of hits the floor, decaying. As each of these creatures has fallen, you've noticed that the large tentacle that has fallen down, or piece of a tentacle, has kind of quivered and shook and destabilized. And as each of them, fall, it gets weaker and crumbling and sort of molding rapidly in front of your eyes. And as this last creature falls, it doesn't like disappear into nothing, but it seems to almost deflate, and there's like a foul stench that fills the area.
I'm rolling that flaming sphere right into it for the next 8 turns.
Okay, cool. So this ball of fire kind of rolls up and around. I assume you're kind of up and around it, and
I'm just going to ram it right into the middle of the damn thing.
Oh, okay, cool. So it starts to burn from the inside, and then slowly this kind of ember-like glow through the flesh, and the rotting, corpse that it is glows up, and it's consumed in fire. And you all kind of stand there and watch as this disgusting thing is destroyed. And I think, because of the time, we shall end our session there with the end of a successful battle. You have survived the intrusion by Jean into the realm of Arlon. And next time, we'll see if you guys can get back to Nithroel in one piece and what happens from there. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Lots of people on the Twitch, good chat going on, and everyone who helped us out with some rerolls. Lots of fun in that session. Thank you to my players for playing a bit later tonight, as we usually do tend to run a little bit later on a Thursday night. Please don't forget to go check out all our social media. If you're watching this back on YouTube later, all of our links are below for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We also have a Discord with lots of people talking about role-playing games and all other things on there. And if you like what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube, or supporting us through our Patreon. A few dollars a month can really help us to improve what we're doing, expand the games that we run. We've already got more and more people joining in now that we've kind of gone online, and we're looking to draft in more people. We've got an awesome Pathfinder giveaway going on next week on Tuesday in Ben's game, Path of the Pilgrim, where you can get a GM screen live on air. We will be giving that away, so that's great.
And over this weekend, we've got our secret reveal, haven't we?
Absolutely. Kickstarter reveal that we will be doing, hopefully, next Wednesday. Excellent. Okay, well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and we shall see you in 2 weeks for Pathfinder. Tuesday is Pathfinder Ben's game. Wednesday, special thing. Thursday, Carbon 2185. And then we do it all over again the following week. So thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for more Tears of the Dreamer. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.